Today we are diving into my personal wheelhouse of the things that I have learned to excel at, and I hope to help you in that department. So one thing that I would say has greatly contributed to the success of the business that I've dove into, the different Instagram pages that I've tried to build, my YouTube channel, all of these different avenues that I get asked all the time, how did you do this? The answer is with a consistent amount of effort over time and not stopping. And I know that that's not the sexy answer, but I can sexify it today for you. So I'm going to show you, I have some things in front of me. Again, all you need throughout this entire month is a blank piece of paper, hopefully some colored markers and a pen, and an open mind. And a lot of heart and a lot of hustle. But I'm going to take you through, like I have these older, how cute. I have these older dot grid journals. I think this is dot grid. Yeah, this is like an old, this is how it all started. I bet you I have like a version of a daily grind in here. I have my Halloween movie list. Like this is how the daily grind came to be. I just liked bullet journaling. So I bought this blank bullet journal. You can totally do this. And we're going to talk about a version of this today, habit tracking. So it's going to be a lot more effective than this because this was literally years and years of me just trying to figure out my life. And this was also the other thing. I'd get to about here in the planner and then nothing really ever came of it because I couldn't stick with it because there was no plan. In came the Daily Grind Planner. Now you could do like a plain notebook. I've never used this one. It's fresh from this year, but this is just like a lined journal. Do that if you want to. And if you want to make it festive for the season that you're in, do it. Now, this is my current planner. I'm going through the Daily Grind. I have the family one, and this is literally my planner. So I don't usually share what's in mine. I always share a mock of on our Daily Grind Instagram page, or it's someone from our team or someone that follows us that has shared their own planner. So I don't usually share my stuff, but I will give you a view into my own habit tracking this month. And I will show you how beautiful this can look over the span of 4 months. It's an amazing thing to do, and it's not that complicated. So once you've mapped out, we've all mapped out our top 10 goals, right? So you need some colored markers. I just use these markers that we can't talk about right now. And just a regular pen, which we also can't talk about right now. And I map out my top 10 goals, which we've done together. So you know your top 10 goals, right? Listen, look at me. We are the 17th. Have you mapped out your top 10 goals for this month? Do you know them cold? And here's where I can recite mine cold this month. No problemo. You know why? Because I've written them down every single day, repetitively. Every single morning, I rewrite down my top 10 goals. I know them by heart. I'm not going to share them with you because there's secrets in there, but I know them by heart. You should know your top 10 goals this month by heart. Real talk, if you don't, that is why the stuff that you want so bad in your life is not freaking happening because you don't know what you want. And you're not clear on it and you're not repeating it to yourself. And you're not touching on it every day because if you were, you would know what they are. Love you, but get your ish together. Cool? So today is gut check day. So here's what I'm going to show you. In the beginning of the year, I started my fresh Daily Grind Planner, this one, and this is what it looked like 4 months later. This was my habit tracking sheet. Every single day throughout those 4 months, I went in and I highlighted one of the days. Now, what was the highlighted day? And this is how it can be so dang simple to habit track and call yourself out on the stuff that you aren't doing or that you are doing. So each one of these months has 10 goals, and each one of those 10 goals has one color. Now that color can change month after month, but for this month, my workout was pink. That was my top priority. In February, my videos were my top priority. In March, it was back to my workouts were my top priority, so that became pink. Pink, the hot pink at the top is always my top priority. And then back in April, Fire and Flow, my workouts were my top priority. And then the colors change month after month, but in that month, I can track what my habit is. So throughout the month of January, I would say I was pretty dang consistent with my top priority. There's a lot of hot pink in there. There's a lot also of light green, which was my videos. There is barely any dark purple, and there is no light purple at all. There is a little bit of dark blue, which was my business. There is no light. That's something. There's no light pink at all, and that was to do yoga. I didn't touch. I might have touched on it, but it definitely was not a priority. Here's how this matters. When you come to the end of your month and you see a lot of a color or not a lot of a color, you know that you touched on that goal. So if something is really important to you, like your workouts or waking up early, put it at the top or make it a color that you're going to notice. And that color should be appearing the most. It's that simple. You have 10 colors. Some of those that are your main priorities should be showing up throughout that month. And then it's really cool to look at it over the span of 4 months. So would you like to see what the month of October looks like for me so far? I'm covering my goals because you guys are savages and you're going to look. What do you think green is? What do you think lightish, darkish green is? Videos. I just think it's really funny that throughout October, I literally barely touch on any other goal because my priority every single day is to film a video and get a video up. So I don't really touch on anything else. Like, yes, I wake up early and yes, but the biggest needle moving thing that I do in a day throughout the month of October is the dang videos. And then guess what it was? The light green throughout September was prepping for it. And there's a lot of light green in there. So that's how I personally do it. That's how I get real about the actual needle moving stuff that matters to me. I know my top 10 goals by heart. Do you? Do you know your top 10 goals for this month by heart? And have you tracked your habits yet? And if not, time to start. Because looking at that, when you review your month and you're like, oh, that's why that goal didn't happen because I didn't touch on it at all and it was not a priority to me. You got to switch that up. And that gives you room for self-assessment, which is the most powerful thing ever. So I hope that this was a little bit of a mind blown today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for how to map out your day and how to kill it. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you're on live or if you're watching the recording, go thumbs up that. I think this way. It's so hard for me to know which. I think this way. Go thumbs up that video. If you're in the live chat, light it up and let me know your thoughts on everything, where you're at for reals. And if you do not have your top 10 goals lined up, will you have them by tomorrow? Cool. And P.S. Congratulations on still being here. Mr. or Mrs. 1%, I see you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes.
Let's go.